Oh man, are we ready to play?
We are ready, but James, I want a rematch, my guy. Get your D100 out right now.
We need a rematch.
I am not
I already had it out.
right now.
I already had it out.
Then uncock it,
Rematch,
bitch.
let's go.
No, I'm joking. That's a little bit too aggressive.
Roll it. You roll first. There you go. Okay, I'm rolling.
23. Oh, fuck you.
Oh,
yes!
We're lowballing it today. Lowballing it.
I misread that completely. I'm a legend. Let's go.
I want that to be known that's the first time that Percy, or I should say, that's the first time Tom, because this is not Percy, this is Tom coming out. This is the first time Tom. This is the first time that Tom has beaten James in a D100 match. It's okay. It only took until session 24. It's
like 10
Merely.
games, but whatever. It's fine. Not mad.
Incredible.
It's all good.
Yeah, I got it.
By the way, Cody.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow.
God!
Wow.
So you've got to do this now. So
Cannot
Okay.
roll lower.
That out of the
than that.
way.
My turn.
You know, that's actually incredible. What is happening?
What is going on?
What is happening
Those
right now?
low rolls
I'm
out
rolling.
right
Hang
now.
on, that's it. I'm getting involved. I'm rolling.
We're in trouble.
Okay. I gotta break
that's
the
not
curse.
fair. You just
I had
you
to
just
break the
rigged
curse.
that. You
I had
rigged
to
that.
break
It's
the
not fair.
curse. I had to break the curse. I was scaring the shit out of me.
Okay.
I can't believe you rolled a
A
1.
one.
A one.
and
That's
a
like
three.
statistics. Imagine, man.
That's
Man.
literally
How
1
is
in
that
100
If you rolled
odds.
a 1, imagine if we were playing Call of Cthulhu right now, you would be like, yes, I crit, because technically in Call of Cthulhu, you roll a D100,
That's still weird.
but you
I
want to
still
roll
don't like how they do
under.
that.
I love D100 systems because you got to roll under your stat. So if you rolled a 1, you crit on your skill check. That would have been like an insane roll, which is still an insane roll, but
Do you know what that skill check would have been for? That skill check would have been for you find the shiniest apple in the apple cart. That's what it would have been for.
That's
That's what it
100%.
would've been.
Your what is it? Your hunting and gathering skill has gone up by 1.
Oh,
Yes.
you fell out of the window.
Oh my god. But like I said again, I apologize. I'm feeling a little sickly, so if I seem a little out of sorts, that's what's going on. But if we are ready, we'll dive into our short session for the day, or what happens in dungeon
Out of
diving.
sorts out of sorts doesn't mean vicious, right?
To be
Doesn't-
determined.
That entirely depends on you.
Yeah, literally, that entirely depends on you guys.
All right.
Alright, I'm going out of it too.
Yeah. when we last played, everybody had, everybody woke up, and by everybody I mean Agamemnon, Percy, and Gemini all found themselves at the library while Percy and Gemini came to, and Agamemnon explained what happened with the flame skull while having to kneel. Agamemnon, although you kept that from them, you didn't tell them the full story of how you knelt in front of the flame skull and how you knew it was life or death, but you did tell them that you did make a deal. That you did make a deal with the flame skull, that you would retrieve the item in this dungeon, that you would kill the dragon that hunts at the bottom of this dungeon, get the item, and bring it back to the flame skull in exchange for Yvonne. In the meantime, we found an adventurer that just kind of literally came crashing down in the middle of the dungeon. Some strange human in black robes and just classically bundled up and very kind of pale skin. Correct me if I'm wrong, but pale skin and the brown hair and very, very gray, silvery gray eyes, who had been stuck here somewhere in the first floor of the dungeon, but in some strange other place, getting trapped in the underground while trying to traverse the dungeon, found a way to come into the second floor and met the three of you and made a promise that, hey, if you show me the way out of this dungeon, oh my god, then I'll help you in your task in saving your friend, your companion that you seem to have lost.
Of course, the exit was 20 feet away, but
yeah, the exit was right there, and she was like, touche. But then maybe was a little more intrigued upon realizing that you guys know a certain Assyriant Hypnos, a fey creature, that turned polymorphed Percy for a little bit after Percy tried to make a bad deal with Hypnos.
AKA tried to scam.
Tried to scam the fey.
You leave Percy Pig Whistle out of this.
Yes! Percy Pig Whistle did nothing
will
wrong.
not.
It did nothing wrong. He was acquitted. Yeah. And but therefore, the four of you, not Hypno saying wants no part of floor 3 unless you have a bargain for him, because his original bargain was to help you in floor 2 for the health potion. But now, the four of you are traversing, going through another door in the pentagram room, going through door number 2. That was a very strange, very cozy-like rooms. Fought some dust mephits, and then went into a training room and fought some flying swords and a scarecrow. And that's where we left off, as we're back in the training room. So as you were post fight of the animated swords and scarecrow, and 2 of those swords, I do remember that you folks could pocket them, that they were in good condition. Souvenirs.
Yes.
Souvenirs. They are functional longswords. So you do have a functioning, very fancy, used to be animated. You can put that in parentheses. Used to be animated longsword.
I like to think Agamemnon sticks some doodly eyes on his just to make sure.
Wait,
Technically
does this
still
mean
animated.
used to be animated sword? Wait a minute, please. Some of us watch Delicious in Dungeon. Please, does that make Agamemnon? Does that just make him the
Oh,
main
yes.
Does that just make... Oh my god, what's Laios?
does.
Laios, does that just make him Laios with the sword?
I think so.
I sent that gif the other day.
What? Oh, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. It literally just went in my head just now. I just understood it. I saw the gif, but I didn't understand the full connection until just now.
For shame.
For shame. Listen, I'm sick, okay? Leave me alone. But yeah. The floor is yours, folks. It is roughly Gemini. As the ranger, there's been a lot of stuff going on. A lot of things have happened today. As you remember, you guys long rested, then went through the skeleton rooms and then was exploded, and then you long rested. Oh yeah, you guys did long rest again though in the library. You long rested again in the library. So after this, it's actually still, even though you can't see the sun, I would say with your ranger senses, you kind of clock the passing of time. You think maybe it's like about a little bit past lunchtime. Like it's maybe like 1-ish in the afternoon, somewhere in there, you think? Even though there's no sun to be seen, but you think it's about that time.
Well, I think Agamemnon was already pretty much selected a sofa to lie on, so we can short rest. I would appreciate it. I'm absolutely battered.
Yeah.
I thought we were long resting.
Are we all long resting again?
That's up to you guys. It is
I'm good with
the
it.
afternoon. And it's not quite sleeping time, but if you guys wanted to just
Yeah.
chillax, that's up to you guys. How do you guys want to play this?
Guys?
Well, I'm below half health, so
Everybody starts playing
Yeah.
charades for the next 4 hours? Like, that's fine. Yeah. We do some team bonding. And then go to a long rest.
well, I'll put it to the table. Do you folks want to long rest again? Bear in mind that Yvonne is,
Done.
probably being kept awake through Baby Shark being played through gramophone speakers or something. Like,
I am totally fine with a short rest. Gemini's only lost 4 hit points and seems good. Why do I have a red? Why am I red
You were
dotted?
concentrating
You were
on
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you're still concentrating on Hunter's Mark.
Uh,
Wait, didn't it drop? Wait, didn't it drop?
No.
Yeah, no, it dropped. I just didn't remove it. No,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, you're right.
It dropped.
It dropped.
Scarlet, yeah.
It dropped.
Okay.
Yep.
I was
Scarlet-
concentrating on something too, but I don't
Yeah, well-
remember what. It was detect magic.
Oh, that's right. That would have faded. That would have faded now at this point.
Yeah.
Because you
I
did
was
it in the other
concentrating
room.
on Shadow Blade.
Yes, but Shadow Blade is
did
still
it.
up, but I don't know if it's if you want to still be concentrating on it, you can dismiss it if you would like.
Agamemnon, how do you feel?
Whatever gives us the best opportunity of beating whatever we have to face.
Slight confession. I'm
Yes.
down to 5 spell slots.
You're down to
5?
what
I
the...
have 3 level 1s, 1 level 2, and 1 level 3.
Oh, you're fine. You still have a level 3 slot left. Please.
We still have we've only got one perfect room to check out, and the mechanical one.
I will say, sorry, there is a set of doors right here.
Yeah.
Oh, in that
This
case,
is-
we'll short rest and
This
go
is
through there.
yeah, this is still
Yeah,
a double
it's-
set of doors. Yeah, that's
We'll short rest. We'll have a quick
Yeah,
short
that's
rest.
where the-
Could we-
Just,
Would it make sense to peek into that next room?
yes.
And then
yes.
just and
Gemini.
then decide to rest?
Gemini, why don't you go through that door and have a quick peekaroo?
That's what I did last time. I remember what happened, but okay.
I mean, I had to fireball an entire room and sort it out myself, but I suppose I can do it again.
incredible.
I definitely would.
You
My character
would?
definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me get situated here. Oh yeah, we are in door 2. Yep, door 2.
Or
and now
wait.
we're-
Question. Sorry. Let me back up
Yes,
5
Yes. It's okay. No worries.
Okay, well, what if I'm just I'm taking everybody goes ahead and takes a short rest if they need to, and I can be on watch and I'll peek through then.
You will not
does
get
that,
you will not
Yeah, you
benefit
won't
from
get
a short rest if you wanted to do that, I would say.
That's okay.
Okay.
Because I'm only down 5 points.
Well, I'll
No,
say,
that's all right.
I'll say you won't
I mean,
benefit from a
I-
short rest should something happen. But if you just peek in, nothing happens, then you still get your short
Oh.
rest.
We can
I
also
say just go.
Gonna
Just go.
happen.
Just go. Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
let's just full send
What do
it.
you-
Come on.
Agamemnon, I'll be right at the very back, obviously.
Wait, are we
Personally,
not? Are we
it's
short resting or not short resting?
No, we're not.
We're checking out this room.
Check out the room first.
I love the green. I love it. I love my players. I just want it to be known that I love my players. I
Yeah.
love this green.
Ah,
All right.
Percy, I'll stay back
It's
here with
not
you.
green. Sure. Wink. It's not green.
concern for
Concern.
our
Yeah.
party.
That's what I call it. Concern. I too just love the game of Dungeons and Dragons and like to explore. But yeah, so I'm gonna ask, how do you full up? What are you doing? Are you peeking over the door? Are you listening to the door? Are you inspecting the door? Are you just opening it? What are you doing?
Oh, it's a door. Oh, I thought it was an opening. I
No,
didn't know it
it's a
was an actual
door. So this, see how there's the little the box. The box is here in between the room. This is a door, but see how there's no box. This is an opening.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
This is it, but you see, when you walk to it, you see a set of, because this whole room is this very nice stone training room, and there's this large set of double doors here that has these very large black knockers that you can just there's two sets on each side that you can either pull or push, or that's what you see. It's just a very large kind of a very sturdy door.
Oh. Gosh, my investigation is not very good. I think I would maybe
Can I help?
come to
Yeah.
Percy and be like, hey,
Oh, I can investigate. Yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
Well, I would say you can
Yeah.
give somebody can whoever's leading it, he can get advantage because you guys got some
Yeah. I'll
teammates
give
that
it
are
a
helping.
go. Why not? Okay, investigation. Yeah.
I love that. I'm just imagining in this whole scene, poor Val is just but me,
I can help.
yeah, Percy and Jim and I are like, okay, yeah, Jim, Percy, go up there.
Listen, we don't even know who Scarlet is. I don't trust her.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Fair.
So an investigation check.
Yes, advantage. Yes. Ooh, that's a good first roll.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, we like the first roll.
Yeah, 22.
Nice.
Yeah.
With a 22, you're inspecting the door, and like I said, it's this very, it's still so strange to you because you had also detected magic before too, and it's strange because everything feels like the wood, you do feel like the smoothness of the wood of this door, and you feel like the only thing that's wood, everything else is stone, but this, very sturdy wooden door, you feel the cold smooth of the black handles that are there, and it's just, it feels almost like you're like, is it because I'm half health, or is the room just feel like this, where it just kind of feels almost, you're like, this is real, but you're like, is this dreamlike? But you're like, no, the door feels real, and you're looking at everything, even though it looks even though everything just seems a little out of place, but it doesn't appear to be trapped. It does look like this door pulls open, from your side. It pulls inward. And like I said, doesn't appear locked, doesn't appear trapped, or there's no mechanical mechanisms inside the door or anything in any way. It seems fine.
Seems to be okay, Gemini. If you want to pop your peepers through and inch it open a crack, just so Gemini can have a peek through, giving some vicious side eye to Scarlet as I do.
Sure. You give
Just saying, this is how we do it.
You give a little bit of a peek in, and Gemini, you look through, and it's dim lighting in there. It's not like here in this training room that's bright light. It's dim lighting in the next room, but it's like multiple. It's strange because it's like you see like on the walls like this glowing of multiple colors, and you hear this of like this different like this kind of like bubbling and different fizzing, sounds that you hear coming through, and you kind of, with just a peek, you kind of see what looks to be like a wooden, like a very long wooden countertop, not fully a desk because it's just a shelf. You see like what looks to be like a long shelf that, at least from what you're seeing, doesn't appear to have legs, but you see what looks like, you think like vials and beakers that are on there, but that's what you see with just peeking through. Like you see like that long shelf, and you see like a couple of vials and beakers, and then you see like some lights that are kind of glowing, and you hear like this fizzing and bubbling sound.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a chemistry thing going on in there, doesn't it, Gemini? What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, and I would relay that information to the people of what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I would want to get a little bit closer, I think.
Sure. You open the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Slowly.
Are you stealthing?
No.
No, I just opened the door, DM. All right.
Hey.
Here you go. You open the door. So you see that you see when you open the door, and like I said, it's dim lighting in here, but you do see that there is this very, like, these kind of like forest, like this kind of like very like faded, like maybe like forest green kind of wall that's all the way around, that has like, it's painted, the walls are painted, but also has like these curled up posters, like these scrolls, these parchments that are pinned to the wall and have like these very elaborate symbols and markings all over it. You see that there's this beautiful purple ornate rug in the center of the room that is here, that is like this very purple round rug that has like these kind of what looks like silver, gold. What? We'll say silver. Fuck it. I don't, we'll say silver. I can't see better. We'll say silver. Purple ornate. I just put purple rug, but you see a purple rug in the middle of the room. But you do see that there is, like I said, these shelves that are all around, and they're like high shelves. Like you see these kind of high shelves that kind of wrap through the room. One side, like there's like a mixture of like one side of the room has a bunch of these beakers and contraptions, and like I said, this kind of alchemist looking stuff that is currently brewing and bubbling. You see a little bit of like some flames and fire that is going on that's kind of like heating up some of the potions. And then on the other side you see a bunch of like smaller bottles and baskets full of like herbs and just different strange substances, but like the different like ingredients that you think. And then you also see too that there is just peeking around the corner, you also see that there is a small desk off to the side of the room. But you do also see that there are 2 doors that lead out. But it's interesting because the doors themselves, like I said, they are like these like wooden doors, but they have these like drapes that are over it, these purple drapes that kind of hang over the door, almost as if to cover them, almost not like to hide them, like you can still see the door, but almost like to fully immerse yourself in just this room. Like it kind of took you a second to focus and go, oh wait, though there's doors that are there and there on opposite sides. But it smells of so many different alchemical smells. Like you smell, kind of like some savory herbs. You smell some more like acidic, but not like burnt, but almost like this kind of citrus smell that you smell. Like nothing that smells bad. It's almost like this, you got hit with like a, going into like a Whole Foods like herb section or like flowers. Some of them sound like smells like some floral smells you smell. There's a bunch of different aromas that are coming from this room.
And where in the room are the chemicals at?
Oh, all the shelves, all on the shelves. Like the shelves that are here, all around the shelves.
Well, I think...
Yeah, you see like I said, there's like all around the shelves are the alchemical stuff. Also like here, like above, like there's one that's above the shelf, but they're mostly like here and here and here. Where it's almost like these full, like rolled up scrolls that are like rolled out and pinned to the wall that are almost like, they're very high up and go almost all the way down to the floor, are these very long parchments that have symbols and stuff written on them. And then again, you see that there is this very big, beautiful purple rug in the middle. And then you see the 2 doors.
I think Jim and I would want to go in and like there's scrolls right inside the door. I think
yes,
that would
like right
be
here, like you see like one like very large like scroll, like that's like this very large parchment, like I said, that's pinned to the wall that has like black charcoal markings and symbols that are just like all over it.
And to check that out thoroughly, I would need to do an investigation check.
This I would say you could either give me because parts of this, you can either give me an Arcana check or a Nature check for this.
Oh, definitely Nature.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a Nature check.
Okay. So bad. 10 total.
10 total? Okay. You're looking and like said, some of this you don't know, but then there's like a couple of notes and you recognize like you're like, oh, like it kind of like almost like how like somebody would say like, oh, pull it up because I don't know myself actually. Like
you say something.
Yeah, something. Like for instance, what? Yeah, like for instance, hopefully that's correct, but like you would know like you recognize like, oh, like Mentha spincata, you're like, what? And you're like, oh wait, that's the scientific name for like mint. Like there's a couple things that are like, you recognize like there's like mint leaves, you recognize that there is like some thistle, and then there's also 2 like you see they're like, oh, like one is like wool, like you do see like, specific, like a specific sheep, a specific type of wool, but it's very like fanciful, like it's very like what's the word, like proper. It's very proper, very like business oriented, very like high class, where it's like writing out like the alchemical and scientific names for stuff. But you recognize a couple of things, but with a 10 you don't know what these are gathered for, but like I said, you recognize like some wool, thistle, mint leaves. You recognize like there's like elm bark shavings that are required for something, but you're not sure what the meaning is for.
Shimini is disinterested and would walk.
Fuck that.
Even though noting and noticing the rug and
Yes.
everything, and it's very pretty and royal looking.
Yeah.
I would still maybe not want to necessarily disturb anything in the room, and I
Fair.
would walk over towards one of the doors.
Percy has
Yeah,
retreated back to have a quiet conversation with Starlet, saying, "Do you have any idea what that stuff looks like? I mean, you're into some weird stuff, obviously, because you're weird."
Uh-oh.
So,
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Do we lose?
I
Oh,
was
there you
saying
are.
that
There
you're
you are.
into
There
some
you are.
weird stuff. What do you think it looks like?
Well, that is a good question.
Does it look hard?
Sorry, I'm
related
into
to
some
you?
weird stuff.
I mean, you're being sarcastic, surely. Go on, take a look in the room.
Okay.
Incredible.
In
And I say to
Goes.
Agamemnon, careful with that one. Don't trust her.
Now, can Scarlet use her skills to see anything the others miss?
Well, what are you looking at? What are you looking for?
That's a good question.
You're like, you know,
It is, isn't it, really?
I
It is.
really
It's a very good
don't
question.
know. Yeah.
You know, I wish I knew.
Hey,
You know what? Valid. You're valid. You're valid. I love that Aghanom is now still suspicious.
Still
Suspicious.
suspicious.
Run your art. Use your art of your weird arcana.
Scarlet.
See if anything pops.
Right.
You know what? I will use a detect magic.
Sure. You like you're looking, like I said, these different colors and the bubbling and fizzing throughout the room, and you're like, you know what, do you try to ritually cast detect magic, or do you just detect magic?
Try to what? Detect magic?
Do you try to ritually cast detect magic? So
Ritually.
yeah,
Right, it's a ritual spell.
correct.
Yes, I would actually.
Okay. Well, you, like I said, you get situated and you start to try to begin your incantations, and as you get situated and before you can reach into your bag and get out your belongings to try to continue to cast detect magic, I need you to I need you to give me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Excuse me.
Percy, I'm
guess.
blaming you for this.
You chose that square, buddy. You chose that square.
Yeah, you chose that square, buddy.
13.
13. Oh, I also rolled a 13, which means he's
Roll these.
oh,
wait, it's contested. You know what? Roll again. It's roll again because it's not a DC. It was contested, so roll again.
Hello, mouse? Excuse
Uh-oh.
me?
Oh no.
My mouse is floating across the screen. Okay, it's back.
Oh, that's a problem. That's not
I told
good.
you Scarlet was in some weird stuff.
The power button on my mouse got flicked somehow.
I invoke so much fear
Alright.
into my players that they turn their mice off.
oh my
The
god.
beast. 7.
11. I also was rolling bad there, but 11. You go to start to try to ritually cast detect magic, and you try to get situated there, and then Gemini, with your high passive perception, you see it but are unable to warn quick enough, and Scarlet, you are unable to get away in time as you see like the edge of the rug flutter just a second before whoosh and clamping up and tightening around Scarlet as you see this
Not
giant
another one
rug.
of these.
You're like, not again! As you see this giant rug begin to try to suffocate and get Scarlet. And I
What the hell, man?
I need
Oh,
everybody to roll for
no.
initiative.
No.
No!
Amazing.
I love it. There we go. That's
Agamemnon
the
is
layer.
ready.
That's the right layer. I had the wrong layer there for a second.
Percy's not ready. He's still wondering why.
Let's see.
I'm awake.
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
Oh gosh.
That fits for you, Soul, quite well in this situation, I think.
Yeah. Scarlet, what's your
Yeah.
initiative?
What's that? 4.
4. Okay. Percy?
8.
8. Okay. Agamemnon?
17.
Okay. Gemini?
20.
Oh my god.
Oh, you
Oh,
I got a apple in my mouth.
Yeah.
You got an
moment-
8 to your initiative.
Yep. Because
Well,
she.
just on the first turn.
Well, no, for your initiative always, because so Gemini is a Gloomstalker, and she's at a certain level to where she can add both her Wisdom modifier and her Dexterity to the
How are
initiative
you
roll.
going first every single
Bro.
time?
Yeah, that's why.
That's the real question. Why are you
Yeah.
not going first every time?
Right? Yeah, the bad rolls, the very bad initiative rolls.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But
That's
with
true.
yeah, but with that, Gemini, it's the top of the round. It is your turn. What are you doing? As you see suddenly this very ornate purple and silver lining rug starts to begin whoosh wrapping around and trying to smother Scarlet.
Screw
Great.
that.
Love
Great.
Would
Like that's a
Well,
good question.
I mean, if I attack it, it won't hurt her, right? Since
You
it's a
don't
freak
know.
rock.
Look, actually, give me an investigation
messed
check.
up.
Give me an investigation. That's messed up. Give me an investigation check.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not good at it. Okay. The freaking 5s.
5 flat.
7.
7.
If only there
7.
was someone who was really good at investigation checks nearby.
That's great. You don't know, Scarlet. You don't know.
Sorry.
You're unsure. But you do see the sudden the like I said, the commotion and the struggle that is happening before you.
Well, I think I am gonna be a little bit nervous to use my battle axe on it. So, however, I would pull out my newly acquired long sword. Unfortunately, they haven't looked up what the attack bonus. I mean, the pierce. I don't know what to roll or do anything with that.
Well, look up
longsword.
longsword. Look up longsword. Look it up. Look it up. Look up your stuff. Longsword.
I got it pulled up
Look
here.
up your stuff.
It's a
Look at your
1d8.
stuff. You tell me.
1d8.
Yes, that is
If
correct.
you're
It's
two-handing it,
1d8.
1d10.
Correct.
Double handing it. Okay. I would.
And
Yeah.
I believe
So
is it strength?
If-
Is it strength?
It's strength.
based? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's
Right.
strength based.
I'm gonna move. Wait, right there would be on it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move right and pull out my longsword and try to just slice it off of her.
Yeah, give me an attack roll. Let's go.
She'll, whack her. Okay. Plus my strength, right? Wait. Yes. Wait, I don't know if I'm proficient. I don't think I am. Okay.
Yeah, are you
So
proficient in longswords? I mean, you're a ranger.
I don't
What
I
is your?
thought it was, but I
Are you proficient in martial weapons? You are. Yeah, you're proficient in
Yes.
all weapons. You're proficient in all weapons.
Okay.
Yes.
So, my screen just went. Hold on.
I combat makes my players panic so much that literally their technology malfunctions.
17.
The best compliment I could ever give to that. 17 will hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah.
As I meme.
Okie dokie. Okay, let's see. Gosh, what is going on today? Okay. Plus my strength. It would be plus my strength, right? It would be 11.
Yes, 11.
Oh, no. 10. Sorry, 10.
10. Nice. So 10 points of, I believe it's piercing? 10 points of piercing damage, I think, with the longsword. I believe short swords and longswords do piercing damage. But with 10 points of piercing damage, you go and whoosh, begin to try to cut into this rug, and it does take a hefty hit. Scarlet, you take 5 points of piercing damage.
No, fuck.
As you do feel with the first slice, you feel it now. Like you, with the first slice, you gotta feel it, and you go whoosh, and you cut through the rug, but the rug is so, like, it's so tightly wrapped around Scarlet that you also feel whoosh, a little bit of flesh as you carve into this rug.
Sorry.
Having seen that, can I say something to Agamemnon because I've got line of sight?
I think you would all have noticed. You would have all heard the. I think you would have heard Gemini stop. You would have heard. You would have seen Gemini going, and not, and like hesitate of what do I do with my next 2 attacks.
Come on, go pull it off her. Pull it off.
I don't know what to do.
Do you continue to attack?
Well, could I like grab it?
That would require an action, and you already used your action to attack, so you can either continue your other 2 attacks or give them up. But that's your decision. But to grab it and try to grapple it, that's an action to do that.
Punch the rug.
Punch the rug.
Yeah, I don't have anything that's
matter in my head of how this is going. Sorry.
Scarlet, we're about to put it to the test of how much do these strangers really care about you.
Yeah, don't worry. We have the whole combat to figure that out. Yeah. I can't do anything.
Yeah. You see Percy warming up a firebolt with a massive smile on his face.
Oh no.
Percy's slowly becoming true evil, or neutral evil.
I guess I'm just gonna stop.
You just stop? Okay. You guys watch as Gemini goes and, ready, going in, takes the first swing, and then suddenly something comes over Gemini and she just backs off. That she doesn't continue her onslaught and she backs off. Gemini, are you doing anything else?
No, I'm not.
Okay. With that, it is going to be Agamemnon, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna rush up to right here.
Yeah.
Alright, time to make a new character.
No!
In my left hand I grab my long sword, and in my right hand I grab my great sword. No.
And I begin to make quick pace.
Heavy weapons.
Yeah, 2-handed some heavy weapons. And I make pace. Bye, Scarlet. Well, it's a good thing your name is Scarlet, because you're gonna be red here in 2 minutes.
Cast on you, Agamemnon.
Scarlet,
goes, well,
the color of the blood she will bleed.
So she's already wrapped up in a carpet, easily transferable body. I like it.
Right? They'll never know.
Easily transferable. No.
They'll never know. They'll never know.
I can't wait to see Soul's next character.
God.
I mean, they will be really cool, but not like this.
Not like this, man. Not like this. Agamemnon, what are you doing?
I want to grab this thing.
Yes. Would you like to try to assist Scarlet in trying to get the fuck out of here?
Either that, or since it's so tightly wrapped around Scarlet, stretch it out.
Well, so I mean, you can
hit it.
You would think it's so tightly wrapped out around Scarlet that it would be extremely difficult to try to do that. To try to get enough of it that it would do enough damage to the whole carpet. It's like the majority of this rug is wrapped around Scarlet and is trying to smother her. But if you would like to give up your action to assist, to give the help action instead, and you can help Scarlet on her next roll to escape the grapple.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
You didn't ask!
Well, let's do that then.
All right. Agamemnon rushes into the room, sees Gemini hesitate, and then sees and realizes that, oh, it's okay, maybe attacking this might be a bad idea, and goes in and and you try to start pulling away. You're like trying to pull at this rug and at the, this purple carpet, trying to like, get it to where maybe you can wrestle it, in a way where Scarlet can get out, and you begin to become part of the struggle. And with that, Percy, it is your turn.
Seeing the chaos unfold, I will cantrip minor illusions, and I'll hide, and I'll cantrip minor illusion, and I'll make it look like a smaller rod is coming for Scarlet as well. No, I'm joking.
3 smaller rugs.
Yeah.
I would move forward, and I would roll my eyes and go, you can just detect magic like this. Click my fingers, and I'll cast detect magic.
You'll cast detect magic? Okay.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's anything else in the room that I can see as well that would give off anything that's fucking gonna mess us up.
You give us, you cast detect magic. Nothing pings out of the ordinary. Nothing pings out of the ordinary from your stuff.
That's fine. That was only a level 1.
God damn it! But you are concentrating on detect magic though. And with that, Percy, are you staying put?
I'll stand to one side of the door like this, just to, just chill him.
Yeah. With that,
Build yourself.
It would be the monsters go.
Monster, singular, right?
Yeah, monsters.
Right,
No, kidding.
right.
Well, you said little baby tiny rugs start falling from the ceiling. No, kidding.
Oh God!
And the cut off rug fly back up to kill you.
Right, exactly. But because this rug, you see the rug is already, holding tightly on to Scarlet and is trying to fight Agamemnon as Agamemnon is trying to pull it, off of Scarlet and pull it away, that the monster's already found its target, so it is not going to do anything. But, Scarlet, at the top of your turn, you will take... let's find out. You'll take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the rug continues to tries to like constrict and tighten around you. So you will take, what did I say, 12 points of bludgeoning damage, but it is your turn.
Great.
And you may try to give me an athletics or acrobatics check to get away from this rug.
Acrobatics, then.
And you do have advantage.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, and you have advantage because Agamemnon is helping you.
Roll twice. Boom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you are sick of that rug.
Incredible.
A 21, get me out.
Yo, 21 gets you out. As you're able, the help of Agamemnon, the two of you are able to maneuver. You're able to leap and roll out of it, Scarlet. And Agamemnon, you pull this rug.
Jump out just enough.
Yeah.
And Agamemnon throws me out fully.
Yes. I'll say because of the joint effort, you know what? Agamemnon, roll me a d4. Because of the natural
I'm scared.
20. Of the natural 20, the rug takes 3 points of slashing damage from you just ripping at it and pulling it off of Scarlet. Fantastic. But with that, Scarlet, you are off of this creature. That is your action, but do you have a bonus action that you would like?
Well, no.
All right.
I don't have any bonus action.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did talk about that. All right. With that, it is going to be Gemini at the top of the round. As the rug is now free and has not found a target and begins to, it's still, waving and wafting and trying to, fighting against Agamemnon, who was trying to, grapple it, but Scarlet was able to escape.
Quick question.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I just wanted to... Is this, a
Yes.
four-tile creature?
It's
or
a
is it just
four-tile
one?
creature. It's a four-tile creature.
It's 4.
It's
Cool.
a four-tile creature. Yeah, and this is
Just checking.
This is a large creature. If you're wondering, if you need to know the type, this is a large creature.
It's very good to know. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Gemini, now it is your turn.
Okay. I think I would step back towards the door over here.
If you do, remember that the rug could get an opportunity attack on you.
The rug could
Yeah.
get an opportunity attack.
Words I didn't know, words to be said in D&D. The rug could get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, just wording there. Okay. So I would. I guess I'm gonna longsword that sucker again.
Yeah, go for it. Give me an attack roll.
All of my might.
Yes! This time, all of the might between it.
All of my might. Wait.
All of it.
17.
17 will hit. Roll for damage.
Let's go.
Yo.
Is this the longsword again?
Yes.
Longsword hitting.
Ooh.
Nice. Nice.
Ouch.
Plus 4. So 13.
13. Oh my. As you whoosh with the longsword and begin to make quick work as you make little pieces and you see as you start to begin to rip into this rug into shreds. Go ahead and give me your second attack. It's looking pretty rough.
Are. Or not.
Or not.
Yeah, 9. 9.
Nine will miss. 9 will miss, unfortunately. As it
How about one more time?
No, that's all. You only have those 2 attacks.
Oh, that's right. It's not my first
Yeah, not your
anymore.
first turn, because you gave up those attacks already, unfortunately. But with that, you and I, are you doing anything else?
No.
All right. With that, Agamemnon, it is your turn.
Great sword.
Yeah, great sword. Give me an attack roll.
To the carpet's face.
Right? Yeah, like this carpet doesn't have a face, but I'm gonna carve a face into it and then hit that. Also,
Maybe.
I'm gonna assume that hits. What's the total there?
+5. I think
Was it +6?
Yeah. No, it's +6.
Yeah, +6. Yeah, it's +6, right? Yeah, 6. Yeah, 18. 18 will hit. 18 will hit. Roll for damage. Nice. 4 plus 3, I believe. So 4, 5, 6, 7
Yes.
points of damage. It's got 7 HP left. How do you want to be rid of this rug of smothering?
Just like that GIF I just posted.
Oh, let's see. Nice.
Oh, I love that.
So you're getting out a lawnmower. You just hear a weird buzzing in the air. You're like, is that another potion that's brewing? Is another potion brewing? As you whoosh, 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 and like start making these cuts and slashes into the rug of smothering, and you just see purple and silver just rips and tears into the floor as it is now in pieces and no longer animated. Yeah, but with an A, exactly.
It is now back to its original self, and nothing but threads.
Nothing but threads, yeah.
Nothing but threads.
Nothing but threads. And that will be the end of combat there.
Percy sticks his head around. Oh, well done, Scarlet. I see your investigative skills are as you told us. Amazing.
Scarlet just like kind of like slumps to the ground like now from over max health down to half health
Yeah.
in a single turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can Gemini cast Cure Wounds?
Oh. You can't.
Oh, wonderful. Percy's been walking around all bloodied up.
Yeah,
with a single
he looked,
weapon.
Gemini's like,
Right.
Scarlet heals. But yes, Scarlet. Sorry, Gemini, you may cast Cure Wounds on Scarlet.
While you're doing that, can I do a little bit more investigating around here to make
You
sure there's
may.
nothing else like kettles or anything that's going to annoy us?
Give me an investigation check around the room if you would like to, Percy.
26.
You're like, I was ready for investigation. You're like, how quickly that came
Yep.
through. All right, let me look at my. Let me pull back open my notes now that combat is over. All right,
Any small plates looking to fly at us?
You're looking around with that high of an investigation. Now that you're looking, you're like, you think maybe you might have, with an investigation check, seen the twitching of the rug before, but the rug is motionless now, and you're very, thoroughly inspecting the room to make sure none of, the bubbling flask or anything are going to jump out the wall and explode the small, tiny room space that you're in. It's almost like trauma flashbacks. But you do not see anything that looks like it is animated or will animate. And I will say like I said, you see, this door that is here. This door appears to be unlocked, at least at a glance. And this door, there's something strange with this door. For a moment, you looked, and you were like, wait. You're like, is this... there's just something with your... And I'm quickly reading through my notes again to make sure. But it's weird, because you're like, is this door locked? And then you're like, no. Is it unlocked? And you're like, wait. There's something strange about this door.
Which door? This one?
This one.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that you're just in front of.
Yeah.
And... Ooh, and I will say, actually, never mind, I lied. Now that you're full... We'll say you couldn't see it. Now that you're fully in the room, your detect magic is up. The door does appear to be under enchantment magic.
Ooh.
And there's something straight, like you said, it's pinging on your detect magic, and there's something very odd about the door, but it is pinging as enchantment. So
Scarlet's gonna need your Arcana specialty.
So now you have need of me.
Oh, I could do it myself easily, but I thought I'd just take to include it.
Scarlet's gonna walk around him and investigate the door.
Incredible. Also, Gemini, are you curing? Are you using?
Yes,
are you casting cure wounds?
I was.
Oh,
That's
okay.
That's a
yes.
1d8.
It's a what? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, 1d8.
Yes.
Right.
If you're casting it
Okay.
at first level.
I was like, oh, right.
Boom.
Plus your wisdom modifier.
Would be
Scarlet's the special one.
11.
11.
11.
Scarlet, as you're about to walk over, Gemini reaches out and touches your shoulder, and you feel this warmth kind of flow through you as it does heal you.
Oh, thank you. See, you're still looking out for me. And going to investigate the door.
Yes. You look at the door, Scarlet, and just as Percy is saying, there is, Percy explains. Percy, do you say that there is enchantment magic on the door, or do you keep that to yourself? What do you...
I keep it to myself.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to see if Scarlet actually knows how to do anything Arcana
Sure.
related.
Then Scarlet, are you giving me an
going to
Arcana
kill
check
you.
or an invest? Or do you want to give me an investigation check?
Can't tell if that
Also,
was
they don't-
Scarlet or Soul. I can't really
I
tell.
don't know. That's specifically magic. I'll do investigation.
That's
I
fair.
did say I need your Arcana, so if you do want to
Fair.
roll an Arcana,
So you
check,
can roll
That is
Arcana
true.
either
Do
way.
know
He
Yes,
did
either
Arcana.
way.
say
I
it's
did
the
say
same
that, yeah.
thing, but I'll roll Arcana then.
Nice.
Does it? What's that? 22. Anything?
Love it. With a 22, you're like, oh, the store is magical, clearly. And you're like, there's something with investigating it with Arcana specifically. You're looking and you're like, there's something, you get this sense, you get this feeling, you feel as you get your hand even you don't touch the door, but you get your hand close and kind of feel just in front of it, and the closer your hand gets, the more the colder your hand feels, and you feel a bit of a chill run up your spine, and you realize it's something to do the closer that your hand gets to the handle as well. There's something about there's some kind of feeling, this unsettling feeling about opening the door, that you see that this magic has been put, and you're you recognize that it's magic, but the magic seems to be messing with your emotions in some way.
I see. Well, this door is enchanted. I don't think it's good for us to go this way.
Yes, with enchantment magic, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
Hmm.
Oh, how did you know? That's a good guess, Percy.
It's what I do.
And you said, wait a minute, you rolled in, and this is Arcana, you rolled a 22.
Yes.
Technically, I would have you roll an Arcana check to see if you could disarm it, but I think with the 22, because you rolled Arcana, you know that, like I said, there's something about the door that it's like, it seems like there's something about opening it that it's like, seems like a bad idea, but you're like, wait, that's not me, that's something that has to do with the door, but you feel like you could either push through it and maybe try to still fight the door itself, or you think you could disarm it.
I would try to disarm it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Percy,
you have fun with
excuse me a
that.
moment.
I was like,
Bye.
bye. I am gone. I'm fading. You would like to try to disarm it?
Yes.
Okay, well, go ahead and give me as you go and you reach for the door handle and you are like, no, I'm going to force this door open and I'm going to try to disarm this magic. Give me another Arcana check.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
21.
Oh, yeah.
21. You go and you touch the handle, and Scarlet, a very strange sensation flushes over you. This cold chill rushes through, and you hear this that's in your ear, and you feel like something is trying to wrap around you, but it is not a sensation that scares you. This is the sensation that interests you. And you think, oh, how curious. And you realize that there is something that wants you to not open the door, but it is clearly unlocked. And it is just a bunch of party tricks and silliness and almost ghostly feeling, strange feeling, but something that you're like, you feel like this kind of ghostly feeling, but you're very easily able to and open the door. And it is unlocked, and you are not affected by the enchantment magic.
By such lesser magic.
And with that, with the door opened, you see in this room, as we'll just kind of open up this map a little bit. But in this, you open the door, and Percy, as soon as the door opens, your detect magic pings again. And this time, it's very faint. It's very faint, but you recognize because it's, again, this weirdness of the dungeon, but it's strong enough coming from this room that detect magic pings it. Like, everything else has, like, this weird, like, there's something, like, everything just feels laced with some kind of strangeness, but it's all real. You're like, no, this isn't magic. It's not illusion. It's not transmutation. It's not enchantment. This is, like, real, tangible stuff, but there's something weird about it. When this room opens, it's strong enough in this room that illusion magic begins to ping on you. Scarlet, you open the door and you feel this cold nightly air as there is grass that is here. There is grass that is here, and I need you to give me an investigation check for me.
Okay.
That's how I would have said it as well.
Roll 20. Please, work for one. Jesus. Investigation.
Yes.
Ooh,
22
nice.
again.
22.
Nice.
You recognize the illusion. The illusion does not trick you, but it's weird because you see, like, it's almost like this kind of illusionary effect. Like, you can see, like, depending on which one you choose to focus on, you realize that there is stone flooring of the regular dungeon that is here with stone walls, but you also realize that there is an image of a nightscape of grass in front that seems to stretch all around, and you see that these walls do not hold you in. This is an open field of some kind, and you can see the night sky with the starlight above, and you realize that this is painting to be a cemetery of some kind. But all of the other gravestones are blurry and unfocused in the distance, except for one. This one large grave headstone that is there. And you also see, like I said, you see that illusion, but you also see the real dungeon. And you see that there is still also a stone in the real dungeon that looks similar to a headstone of a gravestone that is here.
Cemetery, you say?
I put a hand on your shoulders. I see you move. Don't instinctively move in. I'll be like, no.
Wait.
Wait.
Stop.
Wait.
Not you, Percy. Above. So there's an illusion of a headstone over a headstone.
Correct. Like, that is actually real. Like, it's almost like the illusion is trying to paint that the headstone has, it's like more, like there's this field, there's this grass, there's this, you know, these hills of like the cemetery, you see the night sky, but that is all fake, you think? With an investigation check of that high, because your investigation was 22.
Yes.
Everything in here, you recognize this, even though it's like that, you don't actually think it's fake. It is illusion magic of some kind, and you recognize it as magic, yes. You don't think it is fake. There is something that has been in this whole wing of this dungeon that has been pieces and pieces of something. And you saw the journal, the sketchbook of somebody before, and you see all these things, and you're just like, there's something that's like, this is significant in some way. You don't know how, but you're like, this is on purpose. This is not, this is specific. What you're seeing right now, this cemetery, this graveyard, this night sky, this is specific. And the fact that you cannot read and see the other tombstones, the other heads, the heads of the cemeteries in focus is specific. There's a reason that you can see this one, because this one matters to someone.
I see. Yeah. Hey, excuse me, Gemini. Could you come here for a moment?
Sure.
Do you see?
Whoa. What's going on in here?
It's I believe most of this room is a partial illusion. Do
Like
you know?
the book.
Like the book, yes. Now, I'm not sure if anything dangerous is in here. I just know there's illusion magic in this room. And I would much prefer not to be trapped in a rug again, so.
Valid.
I don't see
You what?
I don't see a rug.
That's true.
I don't see a rug.
That is true.
All right.
Wait, you say I get a specific ping? Sorry,
it's illusion. Yeah, you ping it as the whole room feels like it's very
illusion.
strongly illusion. This is like, everything else has felt strange, but Detect Magic has not been able to ping it because it's all seems to be part of the dungeon itself. And dungeons have weird magic that is not necessarily tangible enough to ping as anything significant, but this is significant.
And
I do relay that to Gemini and Starlight.
Okay.
But the way it looks, actually, the look of it looks almost like not like a room really, but like a ground.
Gemini, give me an investigation check.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm asking, because if it was more like an outside sort of nature, couldn't I give a nature check?
Well, no, it's
not real nature.
Yeah, I love that. I love
clever.
that.
I
love that. Actually, you get advantage. You get advantage. Give me an advantage nature roll. I love that.
This isn't nature. It's not nearly dirty enough.
It's not nearly dirty enough. Yeah. Legit.
Okay. So,
oh no.
Oh,
no.
Really well.
I just realized something. Continue,
Oh,
Gemini.
what? No, wait, no. No, the last time we said that, we lost Yvonne. What?
No, continue. What's your
It's
total?
a 20,
A 20 what?
23.
23.
My God.
Yeah, before this kicks off, I'm gone. See ya.
Yeah, DM, I'm not here. DM, I am not in this room. DM, I want it to be known that I am not in this room.
Again? No.
Gemini,
Yes.
a 23.
Uh-huh.
You're proficient in nature too, are you not?
Yes.
You are proficient in nature. And yes, this looks like a beautiful, landscape of the cemetery. Except, you know it is not real. However, the reason that you know it is not real is because you recognize this cemetery. This is a very specific cemetery that is in Encore. There are signs in the nature of the very specific nature that it is. Yes, it's this very big grassy field, but there are just little bits of these pink flowers that are there in the dark. And the way that this rolls off in the hills and how they are, and the gates that you can see in the distance, even though it's far, but you see these iron gates, these black iron gates in the distance, and you are like, wait, this is a very renowned and very beautiful and beloved cemetery in Encore. It's specific. It's something that it's one of the few places in Encore, because this cemetery is actually in the middle of the city, but it is so rural and beautiful and well kept that it looks like it's out in the country. But this is in Encore, and you recognize that very specifically. And so you know this has to be fake because you are not in Encore. You're miles and miles away from Encore, from the city.
Oh, hell no. Why would they do that? That's terrible.
You yourself have never walked in it, but you recognize it.
Guys, this is crazy. This is so weird.
It's very interesting magic. I agree, but
No, not just that. This is the exact cemetery. I know for sure that this is a cemetery that I've been to before. That is obviously not here. And I don't understand, why would you recreate a magical cemetery in a dungeon?
maybe this is where someone who was cared for was buried.
And you would think that, Scarlet, that now clicks even more with what you were investigating, that you're like, this now seems like this is a recreated memory. And now makes more sense why there was this kind of fearful enchantment upon the door, because you think that this is a memory that was meant to be locked away, but the dungeon in some way, in some capacity, has pulled this out.
Would I be able to see from where I am the headstone that is readable?
You cannot. You realize, like, with how this illusion is, even with seeing it layered, the headstone is too far away. You'd have to step into the room in order to see it.
Are there like any loose objects or rocks near us?
Hang on. Tristan has a sock. Tristan, no socks.
That's just what I asked for. Good dog.
If we do anything, we don't take a short rest now that we.
My socks are saved for now. Continue.
Okay. I don't like this at all. Something is bad about this. I don't think we should go in the room. I think we should close the door.
Just ignore this entirely?
For now?
That sounds quite reasonable.
And Scarlet, you will say, because like I said, Gemini has this very visceral reaction to this, since recognizing this as a specific cemetery. Scarlet, what you felt on the door was the same fear, but it wasn't your fear. It was not, you did not feel afraid. Somebody else was afraid. And you feel, Scarlet, you sense that this enchantment is deeper than that. You realize that there is a fear here of something not wanting you to come into the room. But looking at this, you are skilled in something very specific. One of your things that you're skilled in as a spellcaster. You think that you don't have a fear, I will say, Scarlet, of this room. You recognize when to be afraid and when to be cautious. You don't get that feeling.
Not like this.
You don't get that feeling here.
I think with that, Scarlet would just step into the area of the room, just like peek inside fully.
Yeah. You step in, and it's weird because you can allow in the sensation. You realize you can feel the wind if you focus. You can feel the cold night air. Or you can resist it and just feel the slightly cooler temperature of the dungeon itself. You can feel the grass, that you can hear the crunch of your boots in the grass, or you can just hear the tapping of your feet on the stone. And you step in. And I might have to deal with this boy, but you're able to step in. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put him up in his crate. Tristan, go to your room.
Curious.
Very curious, and yet you walked in straight away after losing a lot of your health.
I'm sort of back to full now.
Yes, I saw the healing. Nice to know that me being below half isn't too much of a problem.
Well, you're below half health.
Oh yeah, I'm way below half health.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
I did at the start, but no one paid any attention. So I was like, okay.
Jim and I would be tired of hearing Percy whining and walk over and hand him a good berry.
And hand him a what?
Walk over and hand him a good berry.
Yes.
I cast good berry.
Hey, how many spell slots you got left, Gemini? You're
0 now.
Oh shit! I was gonna say you're going through them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
What does a good berry do?
Restores health.
A good berry. It. Don't I have that written down somewhere? I think it restores.
Yeah, you'll just
Sorry,
see how many,
hold on.
Yeah, you'll just see how many good berries you can make because I don't remember. You'll have to look.
10.
Yes. So I think.
So
10
that
hit
does
points.
it just automatically hold 10, or do I have to roll or anything like that?
No, it's auto. You can cast up to however many you want. And each
okay.
berry is 1 HP, I believe. So you can have 10 HP back of a handful of berries.
Yeah, I feel the tap on my shoulder, and I'm like, "What do you want, Gemini?" And she jams her hand in my face and just goes, "Ba ba 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 ba," like a gumball machine, just like my
like cartoon,
like a hamster. Like,
yeah, eat these berries right now.
My eyes
Here
go
you
crossed.
go.
I love it. I love it.
I will take 10 back, and I will talk like I've got my mouth full for the next 5 minutes as I try and chew my way through these.
Fantastic. But Scarlet, you were in the room and you see, like I said, you see this one very.
It didn't immediately attack me.
yeah, it didn't immediately attack me. You just see this headstone, and you see that there is, some, you see that there are. It seems to be well kept.
Is there? How do I say this in a way that doesn't sound insane? Is there a corpse or like disturbed earth flooring? Does it look like something's buried here?
In the dungeon, no. In the dungeon, it's smooth stone, and you do see like this is like there is a actual physical headstone that is here, and you do see that, but you don't see any like turned earth in the illusion or outside the illusion. Like there's no
Got it.
like you assume that
It's
there's you assume that there's somebody buried there from the illusion. In the dungeon, it is smooth.
just
You don't see you don't necessarily see anything.
I see.
Yeah.
One more question then.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything over here, or is that just the wall?
Just a wall.
Cool.
Or, well, give me you already gave me the checks. These are actually like when you focus. When you focus, you can kind of see like the slight silhouette of a wall in the illusion. Like you can see where the illusion stops and it doesn't like continue forward. There is actually just like a wall there.
I see. In that case, Scarlet would just step back through the door.
You're
And,
about to step back through the door, Scarlet.
Here we go.
Oh no! I told you we should just close the door.
And you hear, hello? Is someone there?
Where did I hear that from?
You hear it coming from the headstone.
Can I make an insight check to determine the nature of this voice?
Give me an insight check.
Oh my god.
God.
That's an unnatural 20.
Let's go.
Wow.
A natural 20. You sense that there is a similar fear. Not the same fear that you felt when opening the door of somebody else. This is a separate fear. But there is still a bit of fear. Sorrow. Maybe some pain in this voice. It seems almost timid.
Ooh.
Does not seem to you like a threat.
I have another question.
Yes.
Can I tell or make a check to determine if the voice is like a living creature's voice or if it's just an illusion?
No check necessary. You know this creature is real.
Oh. And you said it was coming from the tombstone?
It's coming from the tombstone.
Nope. Divina's going back to the couch room. Back to his peaceful
I'm
room.
gonna go back to the couch and the
Going
grandfather
back to
clock.
the
Thank you
couch
very
room.
much. Ginny the Giant Centipede, I'm reading that book again.
Yeah, I'm reading it again. Going to take a little nap.
I would like to cast Mage Hand, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
And just, without saying anything, just
Yeah.
cast Mage Hand on the tombstone and just kind of like not swipe at it, just like touch it, basically. See if anything reacts to that.
And you said your magic is like this very like kind of extreme, like in sickly green kind of magic, correct?
Yes.
Like this deep green. You cast Mage Hand, and the spectral hand goes over and touches the tombstone. And after a moment, you see coming out of the tombstone a very similar spectral hand, but blue, touch the Mage Hand.
Oh.
Like coming out of the tombstone and touching it on the opposite side. Oh, you're not real.
Oh, shit.
And he watches the hand
Who are you?
begins to retract and goes inside.
No, Percy, Percy.
I'm trying to look over your shoulder.
Yes, and like I'm looking back at you and like push you back, like there's nothing left for us here. Closes the door.
No,
Let us
no,
move
wait.
on.
You were talking to someone. No, you were talking to someone. Now, out the way, out the way,
No.
out the way, out the way, out the way.
Percy, I think it's I believe.
Hello!
Oh my.
You walk in, Percy. Hello! And you feel
Hello?
the cold.
Percy
Actually,
Pinkwas are
Percy,
here.
give me an investigation check. You haven't done it yet. What do you
Good
see
point,
in this
actually.
room? Yeah.
14.
Okay, with 14, you do see the same like everybody else, like the illusion, but also the realness of the dungeon. And you say this, and it is
Hello.
it's quiet for a moment, and then is none of it real? Is it all just fake? And you hear this very quiet voice coming from the tombstone.
What the fuck? Is it all just... I mean, it really depends what sort of
Percy.
way of thinking, I guess. I mean, on an existential level, I guess we are all real, but it's the degree of which we are real, I suppose, resides on the memories of which we create and which we are... The hopes and dreams that we have, I guess. Is something real if you believe it to be real? Even if it's not real? I guess so.
Percy, that's a ghost.
Dream. You said dream. Do you dream?
I think all living beings dream, really.
Does that mean you're alive?
Slams the door. Yeah, that's fucking creepy. Yeah, that's you know, Charlotte, I've been around the block enough to know that when someone says, "Does that mean that you're real and alive?" usually means they want whatever you have. So, you know, and as Percy's talking, he starts shoving chairs against the door, like wardrobes and things. Whilst trying to remain perfectly, calm. Like, you know, yeah, it's just.
Yeah, no, you're
yeah.
right. That was weird. That's a weird one. Yeah.
That's right. Let's leave this door. We're leaving it.
Usually that means someone wants to do you harm or wants you to be alive, and if you walk closer, they're going to touch your very essence of your soul and absorb you in some way. So I think. Where's Gemini? Where's Gemini? I poked my head around.
No.
I poked my head around. Gemini, spot
He's
on.
on the couch is sleeping. Don't disturb me when I'm sleeping.
That's not a couch. That's the weapon room. Those are weapon racks.
Okay.
Couches are over here. Couches are way over here.
I watched
Okay, I'm way over here.
to see
Yeah.
Gemini suspended from a weapons rack by her tunic, just like asleep.
Yeah. Nope. Gemini's like, oh,
Yeah.
couch. I'm going on the couch.
Yeah.
No,
No, Scarlet, you're all right. That was a perfectly good call. I
Love
think we're gonna get on just fine.
Love it.
I'm glad.
Let's pop along to Gemini, shall we?
But what was in this room?
nothing.
Everybody laughed. Everyone's like, get out. Leave
What
this
happened?
wing alone. Let's pick a different door. Pick a different
I
door.
just want to rest first. I just want everybody to rest first. That's all.
Okay, I
I
suppose
love that
we can
Agamemnon's
take...
all the way back in here like, I'm gonna be kicking it with Hypnos. I'm leaving, guys.
Yeah, no, I think we should all take a bit of a rest.
Should we take a long rest?
I mean, I'm pretty
At this point-
exhausted, and I'm full
Yeah.
of goodberry, so I could do well to sleep it off. Have you guys eaten anything actually in a while? I mean, obviously Starlet has with a weird grape obsession.
Actually, I still have many of those grapes.
Good for you. Moves a little bit further along the sofa.
What?
I don't. I'm allergic. Yeah.
Are those? I would be interested. What kind of grapes are those?
I
Scarlet
don't actually know.
pulls out the moldiest and sickly looking green grapes
Oh,
you've
no,
ever
never
seen.
mind. No, thank you.
That are oddly perfectly round, but really look moldy and like not the right color. Yeah. I didn't know
I'll let
grapes
you-
could be
let you have
gray,
'em.
but yet here we are. Yeah.
This Scarlet stuffs them back in
Alexa.
her cloak for later.
Alexa, what's the opposite of goodberry?
Ah,
Right.
Bad
right.
berry. Blackberry.
Blackberry.
Okay. Alexa actually responded. I forget that Loz has Alexa. Sorry.
Ah, nice. Loz is like, what the fuck? Yeah. But yeah, are you guys long resting?
Yes.
Yes. Long resting time.
I'd like to ask, how do you guys? Because like, there's like,
Yeah.
what do you guys do to
what's
pass
the security?
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But what do you guys do to just pass the time? Do you just idly chit chat for the next few hours? As like, you guys are tired, but you realize not tired enough to sleep. But you can meander in the room before long resting. I'm just curious as a role play, what you guys.
I would read
end up
the
doing.
Merit Seeker's journal.
Yeah.
Lazily
All right.
flicker through.
Yeah.
Charlotte would study her spell book and switch out her spells.
Yes. All right, Gemini, Agamemnon, what are you guys doing to idly pass time before it is time to, figure out who's doing watch and, sleeping?
I would I think I would just I'd be sitting there thinking about the days that have gone by that were so seemingly distant now, that seemed at the time a problem, but man, sure would be nice to be back in the room with the bugbear telling riddles right now.
Yep.
And I think I would mention that to Agamemnon.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sitting here sharpening my sword.
Yeah. Start touching up your weapons, Agamemnon, and, just keeping everything, making sure all the wheels are greased as Gemini.
Yeah,
resting and getting
forget all that.
Yeah. And Gemini, you're resting and getting your, getting comfortable and having just a breather for a little bit of like, ooh, okay, let's just, we've been going. Let's just like, we haven't gotten to rest again since the week that we, couple days and week that we took off for Dragon's Feast. That was a few days ago now. And man, I miss that, having that week off. And, you think about too, the last adventure you went on with the goblins and with Door, the bugbear and his riddles, and you guys presume you're get close to a long watch. But first, Percy, Merit Seeker journal.
Yeah, this is hopefully like not going to impact my long rest. It's just going to be the
because there's enough. No, because you guys are burning enough time. Like you guys have a few hours, that you guys are here before it is like close enough to night that you guys feel like you guys could like sleep it all the way off and not be okay. So you got some hours left. So go ahead and although I gotta pull it back up my notes because I'm like, what note was this? Let's see. We're gonna find out. Oh, that's right. I believe it is a flat intelligence check, but let me double check. Here we are. It is, yes, a flat investigation, please.
Oh, he's knackered.
He's too tired. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Although I've not used my... I don't know. Is it even worth it? I've not used my Divine Sorcery yet. Or can I use one of my voice of... Would it count as a skill check?
Yeah, this is a skill check. This is an intel... Well, it's... I guess no, this would not be a skill check. This is just your flat intelligence. This is just your flat intelligence.
What does my voice of order do again? Sorry, I did message you.
I believe it changes... I believe it's for just skill checks, I believe.
Because magical guidance uses sorcery points to re-roll a d20
I actually don't know. Oh, sorry. Voice of order, the thing that I gave you.
Yeah, I looked up on the D&D wiki and couldn't find it.
No, because that's I sent it to you. I'll resend it. Because that's
sugar. Sorry.
That was the specific that I made.
I didn't pin it, did I?
There you go. I resent it. But your voice of order. Upon taking the attack action against one target, you may command an ally within 30 feet to use their reaction to make a weapon attack against the same target.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, it can be used a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and it's regained upon a long rest. And you have that. That's just a passive ability that you have now. Your voice of order. Yep.
Because you said the skill check went up, didn't you?
Do what?
The check for the merit seekers went up, didn't it?
No, it didn't go up. It's just that there's one left. It didn't go up. It just it's
One
you.
left.
Yeah, it didn't go up. No, it didn't go up, but it is a high check. But you are
I'm
one
trying
success
to
off.
Did I use my? Yes, I did use
Yeah,
my
you
divine.
used your divine.
Did I
Yeah,
use
you used your favored by the gods already today. I
to
believe.
try and piss off Hypnos? Didn't
Yes. Yeah.
I? And I rolled very well.
I believe so.
Yeah, Percy starts to study the Merit Seeker's journal, and then sort of like the moment he opens the book, it just falls on his face and he's flat out asleep. It's
Just
just-
like, yep. And Percy, you go in and out of sleep over the course of the next few hours, and when it becomes time for the official long rest, is anybody taking watch? And if so, who is taking watch?
I'll take watch.
There's only two people I trust for this.
I'll take
Oh, okay.
watch.
All right. I'm gonna nominate Gemini. Who is going first?
Agamemnon.
Okay. I'm gonna know. Pacing. I'm gonna
He's
know. If you
falling.
may, as you know, in this, and you hear the of the grandfather clock. Give me a perception check for me, if you may.
Which puts me right to sleep too.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
That is a 20.
Nice.
A 20. All right.
Good rolls, guys.
With right, with a 20.
Yes.
You are with the 20, you are, like I said, poised, and then you get yourself in between the wall and the grandfather clock, and you're like, if anything pops out, I'm going to spook the hell out of them. They're not going to know that I'm here. They're going to attack my friends, and then I'm going to kill them. Or they're going to try to attack my friends, but I'm going to murder them dead. And you are fiercely, especially too, this nice long rest that you guys have been taking, and able to really just kind of relax for a little bit for the first time in a while. And you go and you're poised and ready, but you just hear the grandfather clock in this room, and and it is uneventful.
Nice.
Now, having said that, Cody,
Mhm. Yes.
before Agamemnon finishes his shift,
Uh-huh.
actually, never mind.
Okay. I'm gonna know. You finish your shift and you get Gemini. And Gemini.
Wake up.
Wake up!
Yawn.
Yeah.
Stretch.
Yeah.
Wake up.
And now it is, about middle of the night, and Gemini, you suspect, even though it's hard to tell, especially too when this weird living room is just the lights are just on. But go ahead and give me a perception check.
How about 25?
Holy.
Nice. A 25. Fantastic. With a 25. I need you. Sure. With a 25, you're going through and you're resting and you're looking. I need you to roll me a d4.
Oh, wait, what?
Or what does that mean?
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Oh,
1. Okay. The 1.
oh.
You're resting, and everyone's resting, and you're keeping watch. And after a little bit, you hear
Yeah.
of this clacking sound that is happening, and it's seeming to come towards this door. And then you kind of hear the peeking through as the door begins to swing open. And you see that there is something, or you see that nothing comes through yet, but you realize that your party is being seen right now as you look, and you I would say lock eyes, but that wouldn't really be the correct terminology when you're looking at a skull and bones and a full-on skeleton that has eye sockets but no eyes. As you see that there's a skeleton on the opposite side of the door that is coming to get you.
Oh my gosh, can I pass?
Cast Pass Without a Trace. You may. You know what? Yes. Before waking anybody, Pass Without a Trace. Go ahead and roll me your stealth check. And I will say, everybody else roll me a stealth check with disadvantage because you're asleep and not actively hiding. But Pass Without a Trace is on.
Plus 10, don't we?
Plus 10. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Well, those of you who don't know, Percy snores.
Oh! Natural 20 of Gemini. Holy
shit. Is that
shit.
addition to 30? Oh, by the way.
My god. Yeah, Gemini, what is that stealth right now?
Oh my gosh, 40? No, 30.
30?
30.
Which also, but Gemini, I realize, actually, because of this, I will say you don't have disadvantage because, yeah, you know, even though you would technically, because of your armor, I'm going to allow the nat 20 to fly because you're actively not, you're here in the room and you were resting and it's your long rest.
You're just that good.
You're that good. All right, nat 20. What did everybody else roll?
12.
12?
I rolled an unnatural 20.
Well, this is going to be plus, remember to add plus 10 on top of whatever it is that you have.
Yeah, that's an unnatural 20.
22.
22, okay.
Oh, yeah, duh. I didn't add my plus. Oh, jeez. Instead of 30, it would be 34.
That's what I was like. What did you roll, Gemini? Yeah, 34 for Gemini.
Jesus.
All right. Yeah. God damn.
Nobody can see me, hear me. Y'all can barely.
Yep. Percy, and Scarlet.
14 for me.
14. Okay. Scarlet.
Unnatural 20.
A natural 20. With that, Gemini, your party is sleeping, and you hear the click, 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 and you hear the and you see the skeleton. And Gemini, you cast Pass Without a Trace. What is it like? What does your magic look like? By the way, the magic when you cast it.
It would be like a purple, but more like a pinkish, like a deep pink, purplish kind of look, kind of wispy, like almost like smoke.
I love it. You, as soon as you hear the creaking of the door, you very quickly cast Pass Without a Trace, and this like deep, this kind of pinkish, purplish, kind of wispy magic, that kind of shimmers through the air around you, comes through, and then everything kind of just, like I said, like before, camouflages as you become invisible yourself with a 34, and you lay this veil over everyone else, and you crouch down and look like a hunter, like a cat in the night, staring at the door, ready to move at a moment's notice, but standing it completely still, not moving, and just watching and ready. And you watch as the skeletons go click, 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 as they go through, and you see that there was like 5 skeletons that kind of suddenly conjugate over here in this room, and they kind of look around, and they have these swords and these bows, and they kind of look around, and then they start clack, 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 clack again. I don't know what. Listen, I'm tired. I don't know what kind of sounds bones make. Bone noises. Insert bone noises here. But with that incredible call to say Pass Without a Trace, they turn around and they leave the room, and the door shuts again. And you guys are not ambushed in the night, thanks to Gemini.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And while we're super invisible, I'm going to suggest let's go explore some more.
Well, it's the dead of the night. They're not. This happened the dead of night. Everyone's still sleeping.
Oh.
This is still trying to get your long rest. This just happened during your shift. During your shift,
okay.
this happened.
I'm just standing over everybody with and everybody's invisible.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
You're just like, and you just keep that up. Well, that's
Wait, did you left back out of the room and shut the door?
They shut the door. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, the skeleton shut the door after it left? That's a polite skeleton.
Yeah,
They
they
got
have manners.
They got manners. They got manners in this game.
I like this place.
This dungeon, they were raised right in this dungeon, these skeletons. Yeah. Mama skeleton taught them well.
Now,
Mama Bones.
Yeah, Mama Bones.
before our long rest officially finishes,
Yes.
could Scarlet wake up before we're done?
Oh, yeah. Scarlet,
Yeah.
not only do you wake up, you realize that there is some kind of magic that has been placed upon close to the room that you realize you think would make you even quieter upon what you wish to do.
I see.
Because
Is
what did you say
Gemini
that
still
you
with
rolled?
us?
Gemini is still with you, but what did you say that you rolled?
For
Scarlet?
stealth?
Yeah.
20.
A
Unnatural.
20. Gemini, give me a perception check.
No pressure. Jeez.
No pressure. It's
No
fine.
pressure. Oh, I'm not worried.
Yeah,
Just
don't be
worried.
worried. Don't be worried. Don't be worried.
Oh, we're worried now. Slightly worried now.
What's that total?
15.
15. Scarlet, you think you could very quietly leave the room and
Well,
not be
do I know if
noticed?
Gemini is still with us?
You
Or
don't. Oh yeah, no,
is
Gemini's.
she in the other- in the other room? That's what I
Oh
was
yeah.
getting at.
Oh, you do not fucking see Gemini. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, you kind of like you can kind of see you. It's weird because you remember where Percy and Agamemnon. Actually, you don't know where Agamemnon went to sleep. You actually probably can't see Agamemnon.
He's
but
up in the rafters.
yeah, he's also up in the rafters. But Percy, it's weird because you know where Percy fell asleep before you went to sleep. And you can kind of see Percy, but it's like this weird, like you realize there's some kind of like almost camouflage like magic that is trying to veil over everybody. So you kind of make out Percy, but you're like, I don't remember where Agamemnon and Gemini went to sleep, so you do not see them at all.
I see. In that case, I'd quietly slide over on the couch
Mm-hmm.
and be like, hey, Percy, wake up.
Polar bears. What?
Polar bears.
Huh?
Ooh, you've seen them? Different time. Listen, I've been thinking about. I have an idea, and I would like your assistance.
Uh-huh. Is it
No,
breakfast?
It's early. It's almost breakfast. This is like 5 a.m., you think? Like it's not
No,
quite
I'm
breakfast.
asking if that's Violet's good idea.
No, it's not breakfast. It's
Okay.
a breakfast spell. I would just want your assistance.
I don't want any more good berry, please.
Breakfast spell. I'm not here. I'm not here.
I don't need any good berries more today, thank you.
Oh no, I think I misspoke. Listen, just wake up and come with me, please. Thank you. And then just unless
That's close.
oh
Well-
there you are, Gemini.
Gemini. Well, Gemini. No, Gemini. You don't see. Well, I guess I would leave. What's your? Well, and actually, Gemini, go back here.
What? Why would
What's your radius on Pass Without a Trace? Because they would still be within Pass Without a Trace. You wouldn't see them leaving.
Is it 30 feet?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. The
It's 30
hijinks.
feet, isn't it?
The hijinks of Pass Without a
So,
Trace. You
yeah.
wouldn't see them leaving.
Yeah.
30 feet, by the way.
30 feet. 30 feet.
What are we doing, Scarlet?
Wait, Gemini, you keep cutting out. We can't hear your mic.
Oh, sorry. I would see the door open if she opens the door.
Would she?
Would you? I think you would. I would say you
mean,
would.
Or-
I would say you would. I would say you would. I would say you would. You're very adamantly watching the door, so you didn't see them move. And you still don't see them, but you see the door reopen. And close.
Okay, what are we doing?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, you see the door. Like, but it doesn't creak because, well, I guess you didn't. It's not a creature, and you didn't choose it, so you do still hear the quiet creaking of the door.
And I don't see anybody.
You don't see anybody.
The door just opens itself.
Yes, the door just opens itself. Because wait, what did Percy, Percy, what was your stealth? It was like a 12?
Yeah, 14.
14. Gemini, what was your perception? Well, with the 14, I would say actually with the 14, that doesn't cover your passive perception's 15, I believe.
Yeah, and my
okay. I would say you see Percy. You don't see Scarlet. But you're like, first you're like, what the fuck? The door is opening by itself, and then for a small moment you see Percy.
I would say, Percy, where are you going?
Following Scarlet.
Scarlet, where are you going?
Oh, there you are, Jen. I was wondering where you were.
Yeah,
You
nobody
weren't
can
here. I
fucking
didn't
see
you.
you.
Please don't open that door. Skeletons in the other room. They came in here in the middle of the night. Guys,
Oh.
What are we doing? So I'm very tired and I'll be right happy to go back to sleep. We don't do anything interesting.
Actually, Percy, maybe you should rest some. Gemini, could you come with me?
Just immediately draped over the sofa, just dead to the world.
Yep.
Scarlet would maneuver to where she thinks Gemini is, because this is still dark.
Right, you just hear Gemini's voice.
Yeah, just and.
What are you doing?
Okay. Here, can I just? I don't want to disturb them anymore.
They're dead to the world.
I have a. Okay, cool. Gemini, I have a personal question.
Okay.
You mentioned, I believe it was mentioned that your missing companion is a cleric.
Yes.
Would you happen to know what persuasion of cleric they were? And follow-up question: are any of you also affiliated with clericdom?
Somewhat. And yes, I do know.
Yeah, you would know. You would know that Yvonne was a
life
very
cleric.
pointedly did not tell me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's with all the questions all of a sudden? Why didn't you ask them before?
Well, I didn't think about it before, and also we had just gotten out of a fight.
Does it matter if you want to turn back?
No, it's not. It's not like that. It's just that I'm a very specialized wizard, and some would take major upsets to my work. But I also promised to help you, however I can, to reclaim your friend.
If you help us to save him, he will not harm you.
Thank you. That is reassuring. Now, it's easier to show you than tell you what I'm going to do, but I would prefer if you came with me, because this is an unsafe area, clearly.
I will go with you, but I need to stay close by. We can go
it's in just the other room where the library was.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we go in the weapons room instead, where it's safer?
Scarlet kind of like clears her throat. Like, I need something that was left. Some things that were left near the library for my work. I can go by myself. It's really close by, but
I think you should tell me what you left.
Well, it's It's not something I left behind. It's some things your party left behind, rotting on the floor. Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
Shimina searches herself in her pack, looks around.
And too, because
All right.
Scarlet has moldy fruit in her bag, so that seems on par.
So, like
Actually,
something we brought with us that we forgot?
no, it feels weird to say it directly. Maybe I could just go myself and I'll be right back. And you can
Okay,
keep them safe.
I would feel safer if you just waited until they're rested up and we'll all go back. If it's important.
Yeah, it's not that important, but it's physically taxing, and I feel more recovered if we finished our rest
Because you realize,
after I did my work.
Gemini, Scarlet's asking this still in the middle of the night. Like, the rest is almost over, but you guys haven't fully rested yet. Like, you're seeing that Scarlet wants to do this and then come back and sleep again. Like, sleep a little bit more.
Okay. I think I should stay watch like I'm meant to do for my party. If you need to go now, go, and if you don't return, we will come for you.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm not back within 5 minutes, something probably happened. Probably.
That's not reassuring, but are you really sure that you have to go right now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I understand. We'll wait here.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Good luck.
And then Scarlet turns to leave and casts invisibility on herself.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. Scarlet,
I'm
you
sorry,
go.
what?
Yep, Scarlet, you go. Okay, and telling Gemini, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, something bad has happened. To at least alert people, like, hey, please come find me if something goes wrong. And with that, Pass Without a Trace is already active, but you're just like, everybody can kind of see Scarlet and can hear her talk. But she goes, okay, all right, good. And then you hear an incantation, and Scarlet disappears as she's.
You see the door open again.
Yeah, the
no
door.
one goes through it, and it closes.
And then, and this time you don't see anything, and you're like, oh, that's not my magic. That's something else.
Just scratching her head.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah, and
Scarlet, you.
I believe you know where I'm going with this.
I know exactly where you're going with this. Scarlet,
Yeah.
you, like I said, very
you-
quietly. Yeah, you're gone. Yeah, gone. You
Yeah.
close that door, and then you go through the other door, the door which you met the party in, and that wing, and you and like close that one as well, and you walk very quietly, invisible. And although Gemini, you heard, that skeletons had tried to come to your party, but you don't. Thankfully, your stroll is uneventful. You are able to go back into the room right next to the library, and you do see that you do still see the chairs and the little tables, a couple of sconces, and this, the tapestry or the little drape that kind of tries to cover that one door of the library, and you do still see, and the bodies are still scattered there from, I guess now 2 days ago. You see those even more, like, nobody's carted them off away. There are still bones and a couple of zombie corpses that are rotting, as you see that the Flame Skull and Zombie Ogre have yet to do anything with them. And nobody has cleaned them up, but everything is still the battle scene that it was.
Yes, and I look amongst what's left of them.
Yes.
Can I make... Just tell me if I can't do this. Can I make an investigation check to try and find the most intact one?
Oh, easy enough. No check needed. You're skilled in this.
Right.
This is something that you're specialized in this as a wizard. and you go
Yeah.
through and you start inspecting the corpses. And you inspect and look, and you see that it's now that you're looking, you remember that they said that there was a cleric in their party. And now upon really looking, you're like, oh. And you realize that there are like remnants, very, very base, small, almost like ashes, of a couple of corpses that have been eviscerated, which is, that's the work of a cleric. But you do see a couple of, you're like, oh, you see a couple of you see one bone pile that's like, okay, this is like all together. Like, you see the skull, the humerus, the femur, like, oh, you're like, okay, I think all the parts are there. And then you also see another corpse where you're like, you see one corpse that has like a little bit of like a tumor arm that is in bad shape. And you're like, ooh, I don't want any part of that. But you see another zombie corpse that it's like, yeah, it's rotting, but you're like, this will do.
This will do. As I go over to the.
Yeah, which one would you go to? Basically, it's your choice.
Can you say it again?
Basically, it's your choice. Between, like, you see, like, there's a skeleton corpse that is all. You see, like, all the bones appear to be there, and then you also see a zombie corpse that looks like to be like in pretty good condition.
I'll actually go over to the skeleton, I think.
Yeah.
I'll go over to the skeleton and kind of kneel by it as I take out my little dagger.
Okay.
And just make the smallest of cuts on my hand for a drop of blood.
Of course you do.
As I cast.
Yes!
As I cast Animate Dead.
Let's fucking go!
I fucking knew it.
Yeah! And you are
no.
there, and you begin enchanting. And you keep chanting, and you use your dagger to cut into your hand to get that drop of blood that you need, and you arrange these bones into a pile, making sure that you have all of the bones there. You put them in a specific order that's easier for your spell, and as you are enchanting, and nothing interrupts your enchantment, nothing interrupts your spell, as you watch suddenly as the bones begin to glow that sickly green energy of your magic and begin to shake before pulling together as if magnetized, as all the bones one at a time begin to reshape and reform as a skeleton then begins to stand at full height. And you see the cracking of the neck of the skeleton, and it looks at its skeletal bone hands, and it just kind of tests them out. It like elongs it and curls them, elongs it and curls them, and then looks at you, and then like looks around the room almost knowingly and sees like, some remnants of like a couple of like, discarded weapons that are like, that are the rusted weapons, but weapons that you think would be well enough for a skeleton, but like looks and points quietly and then turns to you and tilts its head, asking silently as its jaw kind of clacks open a couple times.
Well, welcome back. You seem in good condition.
And you see that it nods. And it almost minds of like it gives the nod like excitedly, almost like happy to be back, and then gives a thumbs up. gives a thumbs up and then points to a sword.
That sounds all right. Welcome. And having said everything I'm going to say to it for now,
Yeah.
I'm going to just mentally command it to follow me.
Yeah. After it goes and it picks up its stuff, it. Give me long enough, and I'm gonna figure out what clacking bone sounds like. As it follows behind you, as it does do as it is command, and it begins to follow behind you. And I will get you a little skeleton Minnie, as you return to this floor,
Yes.
here's your skeleton buddy. That I
That face.
Yeah, this face. Yeah.
That's following someone that we can't see.
Right.
No.
And we'll go ahead. I'll make sure you have control of this token. Soul, there you go. There's your skeleton.
While this is going on, Percy wakes up properly and goes, "Oh, she's left us. Oh, good, good."
She's not gone, Percy. She
A
just
bit of
went.
a crowd, just a little bit of a crowd is falling here. Did you know she thought she could do magic better than me? Did you see her with the illusion room? Like she thought. Never in my life had I seen someone so bold and so rude.
Scarlet.
As he's saying that,
As you're
Scarlet.
Jim, as Percy's saying that, you see the skeleton walks up to the door that sees that you paused at, and like lifts up its hands and looks at you, like, you know, like fingers curled as if miming, like, should I knock?
I just mentally command it, just like or just basically mentally dismiss it as I
It nods.
drop my concentration on invisibility and I open the door.
And then she had the audacity to... Oh, no, she's
Oh,
back.
good, Scarlet. You're back. I was just getting worried about you.
I appreciate the concern, and my magic went without flaw.
Am I awake?
Is he awake?
I would say you're like, there's enough like, this is still the middle of the night. Like I said, the long rest isn't fully over, but I think they're making enough noise. I'm gonna know that you kind of start to like come to a little bit. Like you're still tired and like, oh, it is not time to get up yet, but you're awake.
Okay.
I control the skeleton, so I'm just gonna make it come into the room behind me, just like.
Yeah, well, I knew she was the enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, you see a skeleton.
I would grab my
walk
battle
into the room. Has like
I love these human bone noises.
Thank you. It has a sword that is on its back, but like between, like it's using like its rib cage as like a sheath.
I didn't need to know that.
Yeah, it's got the sword in the rib cage. got like a bow also, like just like a strapped to the like the pelvis.
The magic went well, but I am exhausted.
Yep, it goes in sleep. The skeleton.
Scarlet!
The skeleton.
Scarlet, you brought a skeleton back with
It
you.
walks and then like
I
just
did.
stands guard right in front, right behind you.
On purpose?
Yeah. Or yes, sorry, it's with me.
Why? Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I do that?
Oh my
I
lord.
told you some people are concerned by my magics, and here this is. It's completely under my control for 23 hours. But otherwise...
Yeah, you see and then it gives the thumbs up. Again, when Scarlet says 23 hours, it gives the thumbs up.
I knew there was something wrong with you. You're in the lead with the skull, aren't you? I knew there was something off about you the moment I saw you picking up those grapes.
Pause. Agamemnon.
Like the idea of him waking up going, nah, not today, and just go straight.
Yeah, like,
back to sleep.
I'm going back to sleep.
I'm surprised.
Well, would you... It's just a tool, Gemini. It's another hit that won't be going towards you. Or the rest of us. It's actually quite useful. You should try it sometime.
Percy's just quietly leaving.
Percy wraps himself up in the remainder of the rug and goes back to sleep.
Yeah, you wrap yourself up in the little scraps.
Yeah. Brings it over to this room and cuddles up in a corner, wrapped by the shredded blanket. Rug.
You're like, I am not sleeping next to a skeleton. I will much rather sleep in the very strange and very beautiful aroma room, please.
Yeah.
Scarlet, I just have to say that what concerns me is that though you seem flippant about it now, you have to be able to trust us if we're to trust you. You could have just told me what you were about to do. instead of surprising at.
Yes, that is true. I apologize, but it's difficult.
I don't want an apology. I would just really like you to understand that there has to be trust going both ways. And I really like you. I do. But I need you to be forthcoming for the rest of this adventure.
I understand. I will be from here on. I'll take you not immediately attacking me and my minion here as a sign of good faith. So thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's go see what we can do to get this done.
Well, Gemini, you would know that there's still like 2 hours left of like the.
Can we finish our nap first, please?
Oh.
Yeah, it's still
right.
like 5 a.m. Yeah, it's still late, guys. Yeah.
And although I don't know exactly where Percy went, we will be undercover for the rest of the nap time.
Yeah. With that, the long rest goes quietly and uneventful. All of you do get your long rest. So all of you get your spell slots back, your hit points, and all that good stuff. If you spent hit dice, you regain 2 hit dice back. So mark that you have 2 of your hit dice back if you've used any. But yeah. With that, I will ask: are we ending the session there at the
we
long
could take
rest?
do another 45 minutes. I think currently an hour and 45 minutes.
Or do we want to explore one more room, or should we just end it there with Scarlet invoking and casting Animate Dead and having a skeleton buddy now?
I will leave that up to the group.
I need to go check on dinner.
Yeah. This would be a good time to pause.
Fine, I'll go to bed.
Sorry, it looks like it says Agamemnon the Riz.
The Riz, yeah. I don't know why. In my head, I just want you to know his name is Roger. Like spiritually. His name is Roger the Skeleton.
Don't name it.
He has like a.
I know. I'm gonna just get very.
Like a name tag.
Hey, I'm the monsters either way, whether they're under your control or not. So in my head, his name is Roger.
Scarlet puts a name tag on him. Hi, I'm Roger.
Hi, I'm Roger. Just like has this in the back pocket, puts that on one of his like rib bones.
Cody, can you see the name I gave it?
Oh, wait, let me see. Yes! Hang on, let me make that to where people can see it. Roger number 17! Yes!
Dang it.
Oh my god, I love it. It makes me so happy. Thank you. I needed that.
Roger 17.
Roger 17. Reporting for duty. Yeah, Scarlet the Necromancer, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I know, it's so surprising.
Yes.
This is
and we did talk about it, and we are
that Percy's happy with.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we are 100% min-maxing Animate Dead. Like it's gonna be. I'm excited.
I figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out, and I was like, oh, I absolutely allow it. Yeah, we're gonna have some Animate Dead for this adventure.
Oh boy.